Okay, good morning to everyone. Thank you for attending to today's webinar. My name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales for the company Greco, and I'm going to be the person conducting today's webinar. Okay, as advised, we're going to be presenting you all the different solutions that we have for the oil and gas sector. Just to let you know, we're going to be recording today's webinar so we can share with all those people that were not able to attend, that registered for the webinar, but they were not able to attend. Okay. All right. So let's start with a brief introduction of our company. Grecom was founded in 2005. We are a company that is specialized in developing real-time analytics for thermal imaging cameras and radiometric cameras. That is our biggest area of expertise. We also have solutions for day and night cameras, but our where we have our line of expertise is on the thermal and radiometric cameras. Currently, we have over 30 different analytics developed by ourselves. We also market solutions from third party, but out of all our portfolio, there is around 30 different analytics developed by us. We export, most of our sales goes internationally. I will say that 70% of our sales goes to international markets. Currently, we are exporting to close to 64 countries. The most consolidated areas are the Middle East, South America, North America, and Asia Pacific. We have one of the key differences of what makes us different from most of the companies that are on the market is that we offer the full chain of value. Okay, we have our own R&D department, which is not only just responsible for developing our own solutions, but also is responsible for customizing or adapting the solutions according to the project requirements. Also, we have an integration department, which is responsible for making sure that all our solutions work with existing security platforms, access control platforms, alarm monitoring centers, new cameras that come on the market, and so on. We have a pre-sales department also, which is auditing or supervising the projects and making sure that everything is correctly dimensioned. The cameras are correctly deployed so we can guarantee the good performance of our solution. And then we have the after-sales department or maintenance, which is responsible for attending any potential problems or problems that our analytics might have. Now we're gonna show you what is our portfolio. We have perimeter surveillance solutions. We have solutions for thermal imaging cameras, and then also we have solutions for day and night cameras. We can work with fixed or PTZ cameras. Also, we have solutions for marine surveillance. In this case, we can work with fixed or PTZ. We have two VMSs. We have Aware, which is not developed by us. This is a VMS with artificial intelligence. This is a solution that I will be introducing to you later on. And then also we have a traditional VMS, which is the Engaro VMS. Also, we have solutions for cybersecurity. We are more specialized on the data loss prevention, which I will explain you later on also. Then for access control, we use facial recognition. We can do access control, demographic analysis, VIP recognition, criminal list, loyalty programs, and so on. Automation and safety, it is the area where more solutions we have developed. And I will highlight the personal protective equipment monitor, which we'll be talking today, the flame monitoring, which we also will be talking today, tank monitor, transformer or substation monitoring, leak detector, and catenary. These are the most demanded solutions that we have right now. And then also we have solutions for fire prevention. The temp threshold is for industrial scenarios, and the Watchman is for wild forest. And then also we have analytics for retail, and here we use our business intelligence platform, Cron. Okay, so let's start with today's webinar. We're gonna divide today's webinar in two areas. One of them is gonna be on security, and the other one is gonna be on automation and safety. Okay, so let's start with the security. The first solution that we would like to talk to you is about our VMS Aware. This is a solution. This VMS is certified by the ISO 27001, and then also was the Red Dot winner in 2021 as the smartest solution on that contest. Okay, what is the difference between a VMS with artificial intelligence and a VMS without artificial intelligence? A VMS without artificial intelligence, basically what it does, it records 24 hours, 7 days a week. And then what it does is registers all the different alarms or events that all the analytics that are connected to that VMS generate. So basically what you do is you generate kind of like a database of events or alarms, and then the operator basically, as they receive, they manage. On the other side, we have the VMS with artificial intelligence. What it does is it also records 24 hours, 7 days a week. But what it makes it different is at the same time, or automatically when it records the images, what it does is auto classifies. That means whenever it detects a human, we'll classify it as a human. We'll record the face so we can search by face recognition. Also, we'll record the gender, we'll record the type of clothing and the color of the clothing. Also on the vehicles, what it's going to record automatically is going to record the license plate number, it's going to record the color of the vehicle, the type of vehicle, and the model of the vehicle. All this is being done automatically. That is included on the video management license. But also the price of the license includes 4 different analytics. It includes perimeter surveillance, face recognition, license plate recognition, and sound analytics. So it's kind of like a bundle package. So you have the video management license, which includes the video license and also the 4 analytics. Okay, this is a subscription model. So what you do is you buy the hardware, so you just pay once for the hardware. But as for the license, this is a subscription model. What you can do is you can do 1 year, 1 year license, 3-year license, or 5-year license. On top of this, with this analytics, with this analytics and VMS, what you can also do is people counting, heat maps, and also you can track down people always as long as are on the field of view of the cameras. So what we can do is we can figure out once that person enters into the facility, always as long as it is on the field of view of the camera, how that person is moving inside the premises. How this solution works, I mean, we have 2 options. I mean, we can use our own cameras. The key advantage of using our own cameras is that they have the analytics run embedded into the camera, and also the recording runs embedded into the camera. As for the recording, we can have 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, or 120 days retention. So depending on how much time do you want to retain or how much time you want to record, I mean, you need to choose different memory for the recording. When we use our cameras, since all the analytics and the recording is embedded into it, we don't need a server, so we can connect directly the cameras through the cloud, and you can access to the cameras on real time, or you can access to the recording through any workstation that is connected to the internet and has access to the cloud. In case that we have a project that the cameras are already deployed, we can also work with that. The only thing is that we will need to install what we call the cloud connector. This is a server where the analytics and also the video management software will be downloaded, and also the recording will be done on this server. In order to access to that server, any workstation that is connected to the same network will be able to access on real time to the cameras and also to the recordings. And then in case that you want to connect that cloud connector through the cloud, you can also do it through the cloud. Here I'm going to show you a video how the search tool works. Okay, now we're going to move to the next solution. So we have access control with face recognition. With this solution, what we can do, we can guarantee a 99.87% of accuracy on faces without mask, and 98.6% of accuracy with faces with face masks. And this is statistics data that is not done by us. Has been certified by the NIST. Okay, so this is one of the best performing or the best accurate face recognition solutions available on the market right now. We have our own API, so we can work standalone, or we can use the SDK in order to integrate it with existing VMS. Currently, this solution is integrated with Milestone, Genetec, Pelco, Avigilon, and a few more VMSs available on the market. This also can work with all the operating systems. We can work with Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, and iOS. And then it is one of the lowest performance or lowest requirements from the processing point of view. We can save up to 20% compared to some other solutions available on the market. It is flexible. We can work on premise, or we can work on cloud, okay, or we can work on a hybrid. And it's also one of the fastest solutions from the detecting point of view. Here is the graphic, the results. So here on the upper right corner, you can see our results. So we are one of the fastest and one of the solutions that less processing requirements needs. Okay, and from the how fast we can detect, what is the accuracy? In order to pass the NIST certificate, you need to have a margin of error 0.0285, and then we were able to achieve 0.00227. So we overcome, or we exceeded the minimum requirements from the NIST. So for the access control, what we introduce is the scan device. This is a device which includes a 3D camera, infrared lighting, microphone, speaker, and a mini screen. It is integrated with all the main access control platforms, and then also can detect tailgating. So in case that someone that is not authorized to enter into the facility enters right after a person that is authorized, we're gonna be recording all the faces that pass by the camera. So in case that person is not authorized, we are automatically gonna generate an alarm. So the control center is gonna receive an alert and say, okay, this person which is not authorized to enter into the facility has entered through this gate at this particular time. Can work indoors or outdoors, okay, and then also has the anti-spoofing. So the 3D camera allow us to distinguish between a real and a non-real face. So someone is trying to supplant identity with a picture or with a video, the system is going to be able to distinguish between a real and a non-real face. Each one of these devices has a capacity of 20,000 IDs, so you can register up to 20,000 people, and then also is very fast. I mean, we can grant access like around 30 to 40, I would say 35 people per minute. So one person every second and a half or every 2 seconds can access into the facility. Here I'm going to show you a video on how this solution works. And now now we're going to be talking about the perimeter surveillance solution, which is one of the most demanding solutions for the oil and gas sector. We have two solutions, as I explained you at the beginning of the presentation. We have the Sentinel. Sentinel is a very long-range detection solution. I mean, very long, I say we can detect with one camera like around 500 to 550 meters, depending on the camera model and the lens. Um, the key advantage is that we can detect such a long range that we can reduce considerably the number of cameras and also reduce the cost of civil works. That is the key advantage. Okay. The disadvantage that it has is that when you detect at such a long distance, the size of the object is so small that we cannot apply artificial intelligence to auto-classify the objects on that perimeter. On the other side, we have the perimeter lookout with artificial intelligence. This is a solution that, as I said, has artificial intelligence and then will allow us to auto-classify all the objects automatically. Okay. The key advantage that this solution has is the accuracy is very accurate. We can guarantee over 98% of accuracy with this solution. Auto classifies humans and vehicles and discriminates everything that we are not interested in, such as animals, vegetation movement, camera movement, raindrops on the lens, light changes, insects on the lens, and so on. Also has multiple detection rules, so you can have intrusion, line crossing, prowling, abandoned object, and also is integrated. Both solutions are integrated with all the main VMSs available on the market. We are integrated with Milestone, Genetec, Goitebrook, Desico, Pelco, Avigilon, Iris, Digiford, Cafe6, Chameleon, Latitude. So pretty much Axis camera station. So all the main VMSs available on the market, we are integrated with. Okay, here I'm gonna show you a video on how this solution works. This is the Sentinel, very long range. So as you can see on the upper left, there is very low contrast and still we can detect it. On the middle screen, you can see that it's very shaky and doesn't generate alarms with the rest of the objects. Just detects the human. Okay, so this is how this solution works. Now we're gonna move to the next solution, which is the Coast Guard. This is a marine surveillance solution. Okay. Here, what we do is we use this solution for offshore platforms and port areas. So the main objective of this solution is to detect the small and large vessels. We are more specialized on the small vessels, which is the vessels that the radar sometimes has a little bit more of a problem on detecting. Okay, and also can detect floating objects. Has very large detection distance. I mean, the minimum target size is 2 pixels. Has a low false alarm rate, we can say between 2 to 5%. Has multiple detection rules. Does not generate false alarms by waves or sun reflection on the sea. And then also have the alarm UTM and GPS positioning. So as we are detecting, we can figure out the GPS and the UTM coordinates of the object that we're detecting. And then what we can do is we can take those coordinates, send it to the PTC, and then aim the PTC towards those coordinates for verification. So we can identify if exactly what we detected is a threat or is not a threat. And also, as the rest of the solutions, it is integrated with all the main VMSs available on the market. Okay. This solution can work with fixed or PTC cameras, so it can work with either one. Also, this solution, we can use it on tankers or on ships or cargoes in order to detect approaching boats or approaching fast boats that in the middle of the sea that can also be used for this purpose. Okay, here I'm going to show you a video on how this solution works. Here, as you can see, there is boats, and then we figured out the coordinates of those boats, and then we send it to the PTC. And as you can see, the PTC is tracking down. Always is on the center of the image. And then according on how far or how close the object is from the camera, we'll adjust the zoom accordingly. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move to the safety area, and we will start with the flame monitoring. Flame monitoring is a solution to monitor the stacks, the flames on the stacks. So with this solution, what we do is we detect when the flame is on, when the flame is off. But the most important thing is when the stack is venting gas into the atmosphere. Also, what we can do is we can monitor that the flares are 24 hours light up. Okay, this solution can run on-premise or embedded into Axis cameras, and also can work with fixed or PTC cameras. In the case that we're working with embedded solution, the good thing about it is that the configuration mask is embedded also into the camera. So just having access to the camera, we can configure the detection mask, and also the reporting area is also available in the embedded version. Okay. One of the key advantages is that we use thermal imaging cameras for this purpose. So we can monitor these stacks from a very long distance. So this allows us to come out of the non-explosive area. So we don't need non-explosive housing or non-explosive cabling. So that makes the solution much more competitive than other solutions available on the market. The next solution that we would like to present to you is the transformer monitor or the substation monitoring. This is a solution that basically what it does is monitors all the key components on a power substation. And what we can do is we can anticipate to failures or to failures on problems. How this solution works. Basically, what we do is we monitor all the key components, and then we compare these components with each other. So, for example, imagine that we are monitoring the transformers. There is 4 transformers within a substation, and under the same performance circumstances and under the same atmospheric conditions, what we do is we gather in the temperature of all these key components, and then we compare with each other. We come out with an average temperature between all of them, and then whenever we see that one of the components exceeds on a given percentage, then is when we trigger the alarm, so we can anticipate to a major failure. Also, this is very cost effective because, as you know, most of the substations currently the preventive maintenance is doing manually. So that means we send a crew of maintenance employees, and they take measurements, manual measurements of all the key components. And then what they do, they have to visit once a week or once every 2 weeks and just take manual readings. With this solution, what we do is we take readings 24 hours, 7 days a week. So we can gather a lot of information. We have good database of data, temperature data. So we just send the maintenance crew whenever is needed. So you don't need to send the maintenance crew periodically, just whenever it is needed. This solution can work with a fixed or PTC camera. And then also it is integrated with all the main VMSs, Milestone, Genetec, Axis Camera Station, Pelco, Avigilon, EDIS, Cathesics, and so on. And also, one of the good things is that we record the images with a raw stream. So you will be able to figure out the temperature offline. So you will be able to analyze the image just by moving the mouse through the image. You will be able to figure out what is the temperature pixel by pixel. Another one of the solutions that we have is the temp threshold. This is a fire prevention detection. In this case, we use radiometric cameras because this is an industrial scenario. Sometimes there might be machinery moving around, and there is going to be a lot of activity on the field of view of the camera. So What we do here is we do a double analysis. First of all, what we do is we generate kind of like a background of the of the scenario, and then all the objects that exceed a specific temp threshold that we have set at the analytics for, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark it. And secondly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna analyze the behavior. Okay, let me explain you this. Whenever there is a fire, the fire stays fixed on a specific point, increases the size very rapidly, and also increases the temperature very rapidly. Meanwhile, if we have machinery on the field of view of the camera, the temperature is steady. It doesn't increase very rapidly. The size of that spot, it is fixed. It doesn't increase very rapidly, and then it's moving around the field of view of the camera. So that is the big difference. That is when we analyze the behavior, that is how we can differentiate between a fire and a machinery moving around. So we do a double analysis. And then with this solution, can work with fixed or PTC cameras. Also, it is integrated with all the main VMSs. Also can be connected to digital input and output models, so we can activate sprinklers, fire alarms, and so on. We have also the heat emission and distance configuration. That means, as you know, the temperature dissipates with the space. So the farther the object is from the camera, the less accurate is the reading from the radiometric camera. So what we do is, according to how far the object is from the camera, we correct the temperature reading in a way that we can guarantee a good accuracy on the reading. Okay. Also, you can adjust the temperature palette according to the ROID, which is the region of interest. So basically what we do is we mark the area that we are monitoring, and then what we do, we adjust the color palette, and also we adjust the image contrast according to that region of interest. So the rest of the areas will not interfere on the image or on the contrast. Here I'm gonna show you a video. This is a biomass plant. So we simulated a fire. So here we're gonna show you how with the PTC camera this solution works. So here is the fire. It's going to take a couple seconds, and then it will detect it. Okay. The last solution that we would like to introduce you is the personal protective equipment monitor. This is a solution that what we do is we monitor that, or we guarantee that all the employees, when they enter into the work area, all of them, they wear the right safety equipment. And also what we can do is we can monitor the work area. So we can monitor our workers meanwhile they are working on a specific task, and guarantee that all of them are wearing the right equipment. And then in case that they are not wearing the right equipment, what we do is we can trigger an alarm and then alert the plant manager or the security manager and say, okay, this employee on this specific area is not wearing the right equipment. We can guarantee a 98% accuracy on the helmet, on reflective vest 98, protective gloves 98, protective boots 90, safety glasses 90, and ear protector, or also we can guarantee a 95. Okay. Also, what we can do is we can track down all our employees within the work area with RFI stickers. So each one of the employees, they will have on the uniforms and the stickers, so we can track it down how these people are moving within the work area. And then in case that there is an accident, we can figure out which was the last location or the last position of that person. And also what we can do is we can track down heavy equipment, so we can know exactly where this equipment is how it's moving or where is it located. Here are some success cases or some references of the projects that we have done on the law, on defense. We have done with the FBI, we have deployed the VMS with artificial intelligence. On the NATO headquarters, we are responsible for the access control. Also, we are responsible for the perimeter surveillance of the Royal Air Force from Saudi Arabia. So we're doing all the Air Force bases. Also, we do in Spain the Rota, which is a US and Spanish military base on the south of Spain. We are responsible for all the perimeter surveillance and also on the port and the airport. And then also we are responsible for all the perimeter surveillance of all the Spanish Air Force. On the oil and gas, we have done several projects for Saudi Aramco on the perimeter surveillance with CEPSA, which is the largest oil company in Spain. We are also responsible for all the perimeter surveillance. And then we have done like some safety and automation projects with Repsol, Basra Gas in Iraq. Critical infrastructures, we do the Madrid International Airport, Trillo nuclear plant in Spain, Al Wahba Palace, which is the palace of the Emir of Qatar. We are also responsible for the security. On telecommunications, we work with AT&T in the United States, Etisalat on the Emirates, Telefonica in Spain and South America, Facebook in the United States, Hitachi Vantara in North America. So this is some different projects that we have dealt with. And this is there will be pretty much everything. Here you have my contact details, my mobile telephone number, and also you have my email address. So in case that you need to contact me, and also in case that you would like to request a demo of any of the solutions that we introduced to you, you can access through our website, and then you can book for a demo. And then in case that you guys have any questions right now, what you can do is you can open up, you can use your chat or you can activate your speaker. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. Okay, any questions, anyone?
Hi, sir. How are you?
How are you doing? Good. Go ahead, Christopher.
Um, I'm good, Alvaro. Alvaro, I want to check something from your side. I'm based at South Africa, and I want to check in South Africa, do you have your branch? And if you do have the branch in South Africa, where is it so that at least we can able to visit and get more information specifically on the transformer protection, because I'm also interested in that, as well as the access control as you presented. But yeah, I can see this is an international company, but we also need this company in South Africa. Thank you.
Okay. In South Africa, we have we deal with different system integrators. Okay, our business, the way that we do business is usually we use distributors. We have global agreements with Annexter ADI, Ingram Micro, ScanSource, and Tech Data. And then also we deal with system integrators. We never go to the end user. Okay, we can quote the end user with suggested retail prices, but we never deal directly with the end user. As for the solution, in South Africa, we deal with the different companies. Okay, so what I can do is, later on, what I can do is I can send you an email with the contact details of these companies. In case that you are a system integrator, you can deal directly with us. And then as for transformer and access control, in South Africa, all the projects that we have done are perimeter surveillance. We have not done any projects on the power substation monitoring or the access control. All the projects that we have done with power substation are in North America, and then also in Asia Pacific are the areas where this solution has been deployed so far. And then as for access control, this has been deployed all over the place. But currently, we have not done any projects in South Africa. In case that you would like to test the solution, we can grant you demo licenses and you can test it and you can play around with it and then compare with some other solutions available on the market. Then I have
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think I'm also interested in terms of checking whether your license can be it can be bought completely, because you usually in some of the companies they will rely on the, I mean, we need to link with your license. So I'm checking if the company can able to buy directly the license and owning the license for that period of time, specifically on the system.
Yeah, I mean, you have two models of license. You have the perpetual license. That means you buy it and you own it, okay? And then the only thing that you need to pay is annual fee for upgrades and automatically there is a new version, so you can automatically upgrade your solution. And then and then also you can buy subscription models. So for instance, imagine that you have like a one work that is going to take you 1 year and say, look, I don't want to buy the license. I just want to hire for 1 year. So you can do a 1 year subscription model. So you can pay for 1 year and then after 1 year, you don't use the license any longer. So that is also available. You can do that too.
Okay. No, thank you so much, sir. I'm answered. I'll be looking forward to hear from you, specifically the South African supplier. I would like to receive that information. Thank you.
I will send it to you. And then also we have here Will that is asking, do you cover DRC? What is DRC? I don't know what is DRC stands for. I think Will left. And then
Yeah, I think that the RC stands for Democratic Republic of Congo.
Okay. All right. Well, yes, we do. We cover everywhere. Okay. But for example, Congo, we cover most of the cases from South Africa. But I mean, right now we don't have anyone in Congo. And then Mustafa told me that he was not able to see the video. I think, Mustafa, that might be because of the bandwidth, because I think everyone was able to see the videos. Do you have a project reference in Oman? Well, in Oman, we are working with the oil company, but so far we have not done any projects. We have done projects in Emirates, especially in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, we have done projects with Saudi Aramco, as I told you, with the Royal Air Force. And then also we have done different solar farms in Saudi. Also, we have done projects in Kuwait, in Qatar, Bahrain. But in Oman, so far, we have not done any projects. Okay. Any partner you are working with, name? I mean, we deal in this project with the Oman oil company with a company. But what I can do is I can share with you later on the name, if you like.
Noted.
I think Mustafa is writing something. Can you also share? Yes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be sending this a copy of the presentation and also a link to the recording will be sent to you maybe on Monday. Okay, so all of you guys are gonna have a copy of the PowerPoint presentation and then also link to the video, so you can share, you can analyze it after that. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention is that the price of the license includes the setup, fine-tuning, and configuration. We do this remotely. So this is kind of like a turnkey solution. So from the system integrator or distributor point of view, you just have to grant us access to the servers or to the cameras, and then we will do all the job for you. Okay, so any more questions, anyone? Okay, thank you, Mustafa. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, in case that you don't have any more questions, I would like to thank you for attending to today's webinar. I hope it was interesting for you guys. And then, as I say, here you have my contact details. You can reach me at any time, and then I will be more than happy to assist you on whatever you need. Also, in case that you need to request a demo, you can do it through our website. And then looking forward to hearing from you. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and let's keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye.